Hello. Great to see you again. Will Thunderhawk here with another video. Lovely to see you. Come right in, right here, in whatever we're doing here. Cool. So I have a question today to think about, reflect on, and shoot towards. So what do I hope for in 2026? I guess looking forward, I'm hoping to focus my energies on things I can control more. So something that's been a historic trend for me has been kind of obsessing over things that are really kind of not in my control often, and that has led to a lot of energy drain from me, and made it harder to kind of stay on track with the things that do matter to me. So I hope to focus more on things I can control. I hope to use my time in a way that helps me build, maintain, and engage with things that feed into my values, right? I could say I hope for a big stack of money. I've been thinking about that a lot. I think about money when I feel like things aren't going well. Of course, I would love it if somebody dumped a big ton of money on my lap. It would help me 100% focus on my values a lot more. Help people develop free resources if I don't have to worry about money, and give tons out to people. I would love to be able to do that, but that's not the reality I live in, so I have to adapt to what I have. But also, I guess I hope for a stronger body, a stronger mind, plenty of change, plenty of interest. I guess I hope to become a qualified counsellor. I'm on the way of doing that. Really enjoying that process. And I guess I hope I get to do some meaningful work when I qualify and take on clients in a counsellor capacity instead of a coach capacity. I think the evolution of me as a practitioner, I guess, is something that I'm interested in doing more of over 2026, learning different modalities, different approaches, trying to poke holes in them and try and see how some are similar to others. I guess I'm hopeful to leave 2026 a bit more peaceful than I entered it. That's my hope, that's my goal. Hoping towards kind of presence, peace, a way to be a bit more creatively engaged. I really want to come back to doing creative stuff. I would love that. I feel like 3/4 of the year are focused on academic achievement, I guess, and finishing off my career path of becoming a qualified counsellor. This is the year for it. So working towards that. But then when I qualified, I really want to amp up the videos. I really want to up the production quality. I want to be rootin', tootin' and shooting. That's what I want to be doing. I want to make short films. I maybe want to make stupid, absurd skits. I maybe want to make a little interview series. I've got a lot of ideas floating around right now. I would love to tease out maybe even some political content, but then I guess I feel conflicted about the political stuff, because then that's stuff like I feel I can't control. Things to consider, but I'm also one person and I can only do so much. I only have so many hours in the day. I can only work 48 hours a week and then do other jobs and school all at once. So much, It's a really hard balance to be going kind of every day. But I guess I hope for that to chill out a bit. I hope to see more of the world this year. I guess that I'm excited about. I'm doing a fair amount of traveling this year. Will on tour, you might call it. This weekend I'm going to Barcelona. Not going to tell you what flight number. I've seen that not end well for people. But I'm going to Barcelona. And I'm going to Austria. And I'm going to Berlin. And I'm going to the Canaries. So I'm hitting up a lot of places this year. Probably the most international, it's all in Europe basically, but the most out of the UK travel I've done. maybe so far in my life in 1 year. It's looking to be. I did quite a bit last year, but excited to do more of that this year. Excited to get my walk on. Excited to rev up the new engine that is my body and go far, because I guess I've been reflecting a lot on that. I went to Prague last year, a little solo trip to Prague. It was a great time, really enjoyed that, and I did like 33,000 steps. As a 162 kilogram man, I'm currently 131.6 as of today. So thinking about that, I'm like 30 kilo lighter. I'm like more than 30 kilo lighter than when I went to Prague, which is wild, and a lot of weight difference. So I wonder how it'll pan out this time. That I have more physical energy, more physical stamina. I can run. That's really cool. I could almost do a push-up. That's the thing I want to aspire to this year. Doing full proper push-ups. So I'm like really close. I'm doing that whole thing where you like lean on the wall and you do like a push-up against the wall, and then you make it a little lower and you make it a little lower. Like at work, every time I go to the toilet, there's like a windowsill, and like I do push-up on a windowsill, and I'm just doing that a bit pretty often, and trying to do squats every now and then, just a little bit when there's a lull, because a lot of my work is kind of sitting and relational and stuff, so I'm trying to move a little bit as and where I can, and I hope to do a push-up. For some of you that might not be a big deal, but for me, I don't think I've been able to really do a proper push-up in my adult life, because I was 182 or 3 kilo, like 29 stone, I think. I think I was heavier than that. I think I was 30 stone at one point. And you can't do a push-up at that weight. You cannot. I certainly couldn't. And I'm hoping that I can do one soon. That's what I'm shooting for. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm aiming for. So push-up. Be present. Do a push-up. One push-up. That's all I ask for. I was speaking to a buddy of mine a while ago about this, and he reframed it in a very helpful way, I feel. He said, really when you think about doing a push-up, Will, you're kind of bench pressing yourself. Which is true, right? Like, I'm bench pressing regularly. Go to the gym, probably two times a week at the moment, if I'm honest with myself. But I cannot bench press myself, that's for sure. I'm on like 52 kilo working weight. 52.5 kilo, and trying to progressive overload from there. Like, I'm a lot heavier than that, so I can't bench press myself. So it makes sense that I can't do a push-up yet, but I would love to do a push-up. Also, I guess something that's been a continuing trend for me, I think positively, is like just, I guess, being more comfortable and content with myself. And for me, that's something I want to do in 2026. Continue that trend. I think traveling really helps me do that. I think reflecting, being more self-aware, understanding my triggers a bit. I think I have some triggers in work environments that make me really kind of anxious and hypervigilant. And I think that induces a lot of stress in me. So I'm hoping to manage and be aware of that better, and reframe that, and better calibrate the stress response to my actual existence. That would be really cool. While I believe a lot of that happens relationally, I also believe it's my response, and I've got to take a degree of responsibility for that. Use a lot of the techniques I talk about all the time, which I do use, and it helps me manage it. And I don't think I appear too super triggered to a lot of people, but I think I hope to work on that as well. And I guess one thing I'll finally say is, I want to be in a creative project. I'd love to make some music again. Didn't make any music last year, was too busy. I hope to do that this year. I don't know in what form. I don't know if I'll just go balls to the wall, screw it, we'll change things up, we'll make a synth album, all synths. Maybe. But that's what I hope for this year. You've been wonderful. I've been well. I'm going to shoot. Take care and good luck.